What's up, everyone? It's Enricojenko Team Alliance. Blueprint. Daily income. We're going to talk today, I guess, about strategy. Everybody, when they start getting into the home business market, they start looking for strategies. Strategies. How I'm going to make money. How can I make money? How can I make money? What should I do? Looking for strategies, right? And when I first started this, the one strategy that was around, and they people, marketers, when I say they, marketers would change this around as many different ways as they could put it. But it all boiled down to sending out advertisements heavily with products. So it all came down to promoting products heavily. So promoting products to the tilt. And the products we were promoting were information products. So pretty much selling information products to someone. Those that were able to do this well were most of the time people that already had a list in place. And when I say a list, I mean some type of audience that when they had something to promote, they could go right to that audience and just promote to that audience and make instant money. Okay? That was big. That was a very big strategy. Well, important strategy. This is what most people do. This is what most people still do today. All right? They buy solo ads so they can make themselves a list or audience of people that they can promote their offers and opportunities to. Right? That list or that audience becomes an asset in their business. Cool. Easier said than done. All right? In 2010, this probably worked gangbusters. You know, you could buy one solo ad for probably $50 or however much that the solo ad costs, and you would have probably 3 or 4 people buy whatever information product you were selling. You would get a bunch of people on your list also, so you could then promote to them the product later on down the line. Excuse me. All right, that was the biggest strategy, and that strategy still works till today. But that strategy doesn't work as effective today as it once did. All right? And that strategy still works today. But it doesn't work as effective as it once did, though. That's the big thing. Thing is, you can have a list. You can buy yourself a solo ad for the $50. And chances are, no one's going to do anything. No one's going to except get on your list. They'll fill out your email form to get on your list, but most likely no one's going to buy anything the first few times you run a solo ad. And there's a bunch of reasons why. I'll go into that as we go further on down, learning more about this online income market. All right? But my main strategy for someone just starting out, you got to fucking stop being afraid. All right? It used to be that you have to start out with a list. And it's still important to have a list. You still want to have a list to market to. But if you got into this to make money like I did, I got into this to make money. I didn't get into it to do anything else. So anything else that comes with it has to be a part of making money for me. Right? Don't do it for fun and games. Or just to have an audience. So my first priority was making money. The first thing I did was I started to delve into programs that said they could make you money. I delved into more like the financial technology side of it. These programs, the scripts that people were using to make money. All right? I'm a big lover of marketing scripts and advertisement programs. Because if there are people bringing money to the program, then most likely there are people taking money out the program. Money comes in, money goes out. All right? So that's what got me into using these programs like rev shares, hypes, matrices, cyclers. Now I don't usually use all of them. You know, I use a set. I have my set ones that I like to use, and I figured out that those were the best to use from experience. This is what it all comes down to. You're looking for all these strategies to make your money. It comes down to really having some experience, and the way you gain that experience is putting your fucking money on the line. You put your dollar on the line. You put your $10 on the line, your 20, your 100, your 1,000 on the line, and see what comes back. Because this is the way that works. This is the way it works. You're going to put your money on the line. You're going to get some results. And then you're going to tell people about it. And the fact that you told people about it, someone's fucking listening. Someone's going to be listening. And they're like, oh, okay, he's talking my language. She's speaking my language. Maybe I should listen even more. All right? So they're going to listen to the things that you say, whether you're making money or not in a particular program. All right? So once you find a program that is making you money, then, you know, you've hit on something. You've struck gold, you know, just like those miners. They used to go out there and search for gold. Well, you struck yourself a little bit of gold, and you could tell people about it. All right? And then your action on telling people about it is going to make more people listen to you, and you're going to grow a bigger audience. And we're going to go back to what I was saying in the beginning. That audience that you have, that becomes an asset, right? So now, when you join your next program and you find out that program works, now you have a bunch of people that you can talk to immediately about what you're doing. All right? See how big that's big, because you can start making money how I'm showing you with programs, cash programs, immediately, right? And then as you grow stronger, your business gets larger, you start creating yourself an audience. So now you can market to that audience. Okay? That's very, very important stuff right there. All right? So don't give a shit about stuff that's failing. Times you put money on the line and it fails. That's going to happen. It's going to happen. All right? Every program just doesn't stay around, because every owner or every administrator or of a program is not built for it. Every business doesn't fucking pan out in life. In life, period. Period. You might have never, maybe you have, because I've seen it. McDonald's fucking will close up. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, they're not as big as they used to be. They're not as big as they used to be. You'll see some of them close up. I've seen closings of new McDonald's and stuff like that. All right? So the one strategy that you really need is stop being risk adverse. Anything that's making money is always going to involve risk and reward. That's the paradigm. The more risky it is, the more reward it is. You see, the more risk you got to put with your money, the more reward you're going to get. The less risk you put, you want your money at, the less reward. That's why when you go to your bank, your so-called bank, that's why you get less than 1% interest for a year on your money, because they consider it is no risk on it. All right? Even though your money could fail also, because money isn't based on anything real. Money is based on emotion and sentiment, not anything of value backing it. Okay? The only you place the value on your money. We as people. All right. So I don't want to go all into that. We're going to get into a lot of that later on down the line. But today's topic, today's big reason that I'm speaking to you is just to tell you this one strategy. You find yourself a program. I have several. I have several on these pages. I have one in particular, probably on this particular page that you're looking at, that you can go to right now and start making your first dollar on your line. Right? And I'm not here to really promote that, but I'm here to promote the fact that you, at this time, your best strategy is to take fucking $10 out your pocket and do something. Find a program. See if it pays you. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised of how many of these paying programs there are. And once you get paid once, it's contagious. You're going to want to keep getting paid. All right? This is really what it's all about, man. It's really what it's all about. Just like in a stockbroker or anyone in the stock market, they're looking for good stocks to put their money in. They're looking for good stocks. They're looking for blue chips to put their money in. And when I'm online looking at online cash programs, I'm looking for the same thing. I'm looking for good places to put money in. All right? I'm looking for good owners so I can make sure I get money back out. All right? My name's Enricojenko, along with my brother Mark Fuller. We are the founders of Team Alliance. You can always find us online. If you're looking at my page right now, I'm sure there's tabs where you can reach me and you can find out about myself and about Team Alliance. We welcome you, and know there are no guarantees in life, but this is the closest I can do. I know that if you follow my suggestions, that in the next 15 to 20 minutes, you'll start making money. All right? Pretty simple. How much you want to make is going to be all up to you. All right? I'll see you real soon.